Military, spooky, scary, and diamond stories time. Story time. One of the most interesting topics about me was walking 12, 13 kilometers from my house to downtown from where I was living, where I was coming, right? Every time I used to go at night, I used to hear nothing but crazy stories about people coming and saying things, right? One of the most interesting parts about this story was this. I already showed everybody the place, no, because I took some of the videos where I was walking and all that. And the 12 kilometers, there was certain parts that I hear stories, right? One of the most interesting stories that I have is this one. There was a certain place where I can actually go at night, and I used to go out there at night every day after coming from town just to kind of chill and relax, right? And it was dark at night, so they were testing everything they had, everything they know with me or whatever they're doing, right? One day they start screaming and doing weird noises or whatever, and it was just part of the thing. So they start telling me stories about people not supposed to be alive, people supposed to be dying, and all that. And that was basically those are the stories, right? At some point, one day, the cops show up, and they were in the other. I talk about the story, but more interesting when I make it like this. They were in the darkness in the other street, telling a story to somebody because somebody told me you gotta go there at night. And yes, it was at night. You gotta go there at night. I think yeah, it was at night. We go there at night, and you're gonna hear something and pay attention to see what's gonna happen. I went there at night, and the cops were on the other side, and they were screaming and doing all this noise, and they told me, watch this scene, watch this scene. No, 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 what the heck is the scene? They just told me something, talking to somebody, told me talking to somebody, and somebody got arrested or something, no? And they start saying, there's gonna be something that's gonna happen to you if you don't do nothing about it. You're not supposed to be there tomorrow, don't be there. And it sounds like Marty McFly. Now they tell me, be there, just don't be there. I'm like, where? Just don't be there. Watch the scene. Already at night and it was an empty field. Everybody remember that, right? What makes it spooky and scary is that I make it more scary, no? I walk to a dark park and I hide and I look at them like, why like that, right? I'm like, they're stupid because I don't know what's the whole point of that, right? Well, they just told me two cub trucks coming, doing something in an abandoned house over there, so with somebody, and they were doing nothing. I'm like, okay, that's all they're doing, no? I guess that's all they're doing at the end. I'm like, okay, fine. So that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. So I'm like, okay. He said, watch it. So I watched the scene. It was just that somebody picking somebody and then leaving, right? When I hear that, they just told me, don't go there tomorrow. Don't do. I don't know what to do that tomorrow, right? When I do that, I'm like, okay, I don't know. So I grab my backpack because I used to have a backpack too. Did I have a backpack again? Because I used to have that backpack that I called a lava backpack. I don't know. Well, I grab my stuff and I end up leaving. Like, what the fuck it has to do with me? Man, I throw in the lights and they're parking right there doing whatever they're doing, taking somebody or something. They screaming at me. They're saying, this is going to happen to you. And you go somewhere tomorrow you're not supposed to go, right? I'm like, okay, fine. So when I find out what it was somewhere I'm not supposed to be. No, when I noticed where it was, I'm not supposed to be in a certain part, in a certain place, for no reason. Right? I'm like, man, I end up getting I ended up getting arrested. And I hope I never get arrested anymore. But it was weird, no? It was spooky because it was in the middle of the night. We used to get that place, and this is actually the truth. This is actually the truth. And the National Guard is not gonna let me lie. I used to took that place just to sit in there at midnight or whenever I was coming to hear what they were telling me from around, no? They were telling me a lot of stories from around, a lot of stories. And they were teaching me certain things that I don't know too. How to do the noises, how to do whatever they were doing. One day somebody told me, you're gonna hear the noises from hell. And I'm like, what is the noise from hell? They're like, well, you can hear a lady screaming all fucked up, right? When I hear it was actually like loud all around, right? And they're like, ooh, they're gonna teach you things all the time, right? Well, anyways, when they did that, they keep telling me stories about, even certain stories about a gay guy across the street that works in the gas station. I'm like, I don't know what that has to do with it. They told me the stories that he liked to drink Don Pedro or whatever, that he was gay because he liked some guy from the TV. and they keep saying stupid stuff, right? I'm like, well, I got my stuff and I start walking. Those 12 kilometers, they were weird. There was always somebody hiding in the bushes saying stupid stuff, no? And there were actually people, because one day they told me, don't be afraid, we know who you are. You're like a friend for us now. We're coming from somewhere else. Coming from somewhere else, right? I'm like, why are you doing this? They're like, one day you gotta go see that next where your dad lives, so you can see what the fuck is going on. Because the people from the crop fields, from the fields, they want to see you because they need your help somehow. Because you're helping here somehow, but we need your help over there because they're doing illegal stuff, no? And it was just weird things that happened on the way. There was you can keep walking. There was always a house where there's somebody actually saying stupid stuff. Somebody was saying, whatever you hear, you notice in this part. It's a dead body, but it's not you. Just don't come into this house. It's just a dead body and it's not you. I'm like, okay, no? And I keep walking, and it was the whole fucking 12 kilometers were the same. There's people screaming me, saying things like, you know you're gonna be okay, but you're not supposed to be doing this and that. You're supposed to be doing all that. When I got used to it, I got scared at some point because I'm like, what if whoever comes out of the fucking fields try to hurt me? But I didn't. At some point, I didn't get scared because somebody actually showed up. It was like, hello, we're not your enemies. We just want to talk to you, but we don't know how. We need you down there somewhere, so Father, and all that. And it was just weird things that happened all around, no? There was this party when all the vibes changed because they were throwing all this garbage. They were singing and stuff, and they were throwing garbage at me, saying da 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 da, da because you're mine for a girl that doesn't have anything to do with you, blah blah blah. And everybody got scared, like, why they're telling you they're gonna fucking kill you? Why the singers say you fucking kill you and harass you and gonna put you on the fucking stone, or they're gonna put you in the grave because you're desperate for this girl? Why, if you're not that way? Everybody gets scared because they're like, that's the cops of who's doing that, because whoever's doing that over there, he keeps saying he's gonna fuck you over, he's gonna fuck everybody over around us, and we keep telling you stupid stuff for doing this. The problem is they were doing that. I heard that because they were on the other side. They were like a band playing, and when the guy who was doing that, the lead singer was doing that, was saying this garbage to, especially to me, turn around the people. I'm like, oh, if we're gonna get killed, why this story has to be me? Why are you telling me this garbage to me? And I'm like, I don't know, man, but hear that. And then every time I hear that, I get scared. One of them will tell me, is that the cops? Or who? Or is that a narco? Who the fuck is doing that? I'm like, I don't know. Go check, no? It's not it's a spooky story because that time I remember I told the guy, I want to walk and I want to go in there where the concert is and ask him why he's doing that. No, he was like, you want to go under your own risk because we're afraid, because the way he's saying it with some anger. Like he's actually going to come and do something stupid. Next thing you know, it could be anything, but it could be the guard. No, it could be anybody. Uh, that's how I learned how to do that speaking stuff that I do, that I talk really fast, and I say different things in different times for different stuff. So I learned that. I learned like that. There was one time that I was walking the 12 kilometers again, because they said it is. I already talked about walking, and there was a cop right there standing, and that was kind of spooky because they look at me and they're like, pay attention. And they're like, there's a cat in there, and there was actually a cat, but not a cat. When they noticed what they did, they told me they put like a microphone, like a speaker in there. They told me they were showing me that I was about to go to jail because of somebody that actually put me there too, no? Yeah, so they showed me, gave me all that, and it probably was somebody else, but it probably was spooky the way they were doing it, no? I'm like, well, I don't even know that. I don't even know if somebody's hiding in there. I'm like, nah. Someone's gonna go to jail, it's gonna be you, or somebody else. So that was the stories. That was the stories. The time. Those are the times. Those are the times how I laugh about it nowadays, because they used to do that a lot. I used to go anywhere, like let's say there's a small concert in the little city. Anybody, and they start throwing all this garbage at me. I'm like, why? And everybody hear this and everybody change their mood because it's like somebody really want to hurt somebody, right? and they're returning the garbage to everybody. Nobody's doing a thing. There was one of the spooky stories where they actually tell me there was this lady from the TV singing and doing something, they lip singing or whatever. And one of the times she told me, "Kill your uncle. It's an order. Go ahead and kill your uncle. It's an order from whole town. No one's gonna do nothing to you. Just kill your uncle, Marlon. Do it. Go ahead and do it." But the way they're doing it is just spooky because it's scary the way it sounds, no? Damn, it's 10 minutes already.